Jacksonville Jaguars fans, welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thanks so much for tuning in here Monday, July 21st. Talking some Jags football, talking training camp. It is training camp week for the Jaguars and for the rest of the NFL. We're going to get out on that field Wednesday. Can't wait for it, 8:15 a.m. I hope y'all are having a great Monday. Great start to training camp week. $900 on tires later. Here we are. So hopefully your Monday has been a little bit cheaper than my Monday. But very excited to talk some Jags football. NFL.com, the good folks over there, put together 3 top storylines for every single team in the NFL. Very big undertaking. And right now, y'all, along with myself, we're taking a look at the top 3 storylines for the Jacksonville Jaguars via NFL.com. So I'm excited to get into it, see what they have to say. Obviously, I've given you my opinion on the Jaguars and training camp quite a bit. We're going to continue to do that here, provide the best coverage we possibly can. And so we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Going to share the screen with y'all so you can see it as well. NFL.com, what you need to know for the Jacksonville Jaguars here. Cornerback/wide receiver Travis Hunter. Yeah. It's Travis Hunter's world. We're all just living in it. I've been telling you all that for months, but I'll go ahead and read this for y'all. Cornerback/wide receiver Travis Hunter was the top prospect in rating and intrigue coming into April's draft, and the Jaguars' strategy to acclimate him into the NFL world has been discussed ad nauseum around the league. Early on in the workouts, Jaguars limited him to one side of the ball per session, but started mixing things up as the weeks went on. They did that on the last practice. That's fine, though. Head coach Liam Cohen has teased that the training camp will feature a big ramp up in how much Hunter is expected to pull double duty to prepare him for in-season responsibilities. These first practices in full pads will be crucial for the dynamic dual threats development, as well as the best indication of just and how much Jacksonville is actually planning on using him on each side of the ball. Yeah. It's Travis Hunter, man. It is the Travis Hunter show. It's going to be wild out there, the fan engagement for Travis Hunter. He's going to be feeding off of the crowd. The crowd is going to be feeding off of him. And yes, we will see more about how they're going to attack this next step, this next phase, right? How this is all going to work. And I still think offense is going to be a higher percentage than defense, but they are going to try to have him on both sides of the ball, and I think he can play both sides of the ball. It's about finding that balance from a preparation standpoint, practice standpoint, all these things. And it will be fascinating to see how it goes here in training camp for Travis Hunter. I can't wait for it. Can't wait to see him out there on Wednesday, along with another pretty important football player in Jacksonville, Jaguars franchise quarterback, and whether you like it or not, he is the Jaguars franchise quarterback. But that's where they have the number 2 storyline here is Trevor Lawrence is no stranger to the pressure of rebounding under a new head coach after a rough season. Pairing their young star with new head coach Liam Cohen, who led Baker Mayfield back into prominence while with the Buccaneers, Jacksonville will be hoping the coach's tutelage and scheme can do the same for Lawrence. Camp will provide the first look at this new partnership with the added dimension of Lawrence coming back after his first season, missing extended time due to injury. The development of chemistry between Lawrence and the multiple new pass catchers behind last year's leader, Brian Thomas Jr., will also be a storyline to watch. This is the way this is written is interesting. I don't need to dive too much into that, but I agree with everything said here. I don't think that Trevor Lawrence has a whole lot of pressure. Internally, I'm sure he has put a lot of pressure on himself because he didn't play at his best last year consistently enough. But look, I mean, the guy still is not even into his new contract. The new contract starts next year. So he's going to be the Jaguars franchise quarterback. I think he will play excellent under Liam Cohen and with this new offense that he's bringing in here. And Liam Cohen's offense, I mean, just go watch Tampa. There were so many easy button plays, whether it be for the running backs, the quarterback, the receivers. It's going to be night and day compared to what you saw. And a lot of that is just modern mechanizations of offensive football, right? You talk about motion, not only pre-snap motion, but motion at the snap. You're getting guys moving closer to full speed at the snap, gives them an advantage. You talk about the screen game, the quick game, misdirections, being able to do all these different things from different alignments, being able to run the ball. It's been awesome to see Liam Cohen in Tampa, and I think it's going to be awesome to see what he's able to do here in Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence, who is a much more talented physically quarterback than Baker Mayfield. Now, as far as him coming back from injury, I mean, he's been back from injury. He's been throwing for a long time. It's not like, and that's another thing, like a couple times it feels like they're kind of referring to this training camp as the first time you're going to see him. They've been at mini camp and OTAs, right? And to start training camp, you're not going to have full pads. You're not going to have full contact, all that stuff. That's not going to be till next week. So that's something to keep in mind as well. It's not going to be these first practices of training camp in full pads. That's next week, right? Just keep that in mind. Don't want anybody to think that you're going to be out there Wednesday and you're going to be seeing all this hitting and full contact and stuff. Number 3 here is running back Travis Etienne has held the lead back role for his 3 seasons in Jacksonville, but suffered mightily last year, going from 267 carries for 1,008 yards and 11 touchdowns in 2023 to 150 carries for 558 yards and 2 touchdowns last season, and getting passed by Tank Bigsby for the team lead in rushing yards. All that led to rumors swirling earlier this offseason that both Cohen and Etienne shut down the talk, though both Cohen and Etienne shut down. It was also, as much about Tank Bigsby, going and drafting Bashal Tutin and LeQuint Allen as well, right? Again, I think that the way this is written, the wording and sentence structure is very interesting. You might know what I'm trying to insinuate, but I'm not going to go there. Nevertheless, Etienne's position seems shakier than this time last year, and camp could be a chance for Bigsby to gain more ground on him and the team's 2 newly drafted running backs. Okay, so we do acknowledge that there, to snatch away snaps, or for Etienne to lock in the starting spot for a 4th year. I think we will see a committee of sorts no matter what. I think you will see Tank Bigsby on the field. I think you will see Travis Etienne on the field. It's still my expectation that thanks to Travis Etienne's ability to dominate in space and to be a really effective pass catcher and a passable pass protector, he has the inside track at being the Jaguars' snap leader at the running back position. Tank Bigsby, while he might be the best pure runner, regardless of scheme, setting, etc., he fumbles the ball a lot. So does Bashal Tutin. Overall, he's been worse in pass protection than Travis Etienne through his first 2 years, and he has proven to be ineffective in the passing game as a receiver. So he's limited, despite being a really talented back with the ball in his hands. Bashal Tutin, fumbling issues at Virginia Tech. First day out there, fumbled the ball. We'll see how that plays out. LeQuint Allen is the least exciting athlete of the 3, but he doesn't fumble the ball. He's great in pass protection, and he's a great pass catcher. So there is a lot of intrigue. I think there absolutely is a lot of intrigue with the running back position. So this is NFL.com's top 3 storylines for the Jaguars. And who wrote this? Coral Smith, digital content producer. Good stuff. Interesting. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. If you enjoy the content here, please like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Y'all have a good one.